So this video is going to be about this purse. Um, the liners, I just all I do is just sew them like this. Put a liner in a purse. Just thought I'd show you how I do it. Um, yeah, it's just a liner. I just sew, just cut it and then sew it up on the sewing machine. Um, yeah, that's about it. And then I just stick it in the purse, and then I take a string of the same color or as close as I can get, because I don't have any more of this yarn. I've looked. I do not have, I might have it like in a back corner or something. My craft room is a terrible mess right now. Plus it's my bedroom, so that could be part of the problem, but I really have to clean it, and I haven't gotten to it yet, which I'm planning on doing. I was supposed to do it this week, but I'm planning on doing it next week. Anyway, I take a thread and then I like go through here and then I sew it to the stitches here. That's pretty much what I do for that. And this one is going to have a handle for it. So I'm going to set that aside, and I wanted to work on this while we have a chat here. I'll find my ends here. I have other purses sitting here so that I need to do, which I'm not going to work on right now. I'm working on this gray one. So this is what I do. I take it and I put the little metal. Okay, here are the purse things I have. Okay, I have two like D-rings. They look like D-rings, so that's what I'm going to call them. And then a latch one. And this is what I put on my purses, most of them. Unless I forget, sometimes I forget, and then, so what I do is, and then I crochet little clips to attach to the purse that go through the D-rings, like this. You just put it through the D-ring. And I always leave enough string so I can sew the D-ring, sew it in so it doesn't come off. And I can sew it to the purse. And I just use a tapestry needle. And then I just stitch it. Just stitch it up so we have all the stitches together. And then I just leave it because I'm going to attach this to the purse so that will secure it. And I got about 5 to 4 stitches depending on the purse. This one's got 5. Most of them I do 4, but I made this one a little bit thicker. If I can get the string to cooperate now. There. Getting stuff to cooperate with me it doesn't always happen, and it happens all the time. If you find yourself getting frustrated with something, what I do is I just walk away from it for a little while, and then I come back to it. And you just sit, pull your thread out once you got it sewn. And then now this, I try to make sure that the side I want to see, you know, like, because there's a front side and a back side. I try to get the back side to go in when I put it on here. Okay, and I want this middle piece here that slides back and forth. This is what I want to attach my end to. So you got to kind of put it through there. So I want to get that so it's on there. So this is your adjuster. This adjusts the length of your purse. It's because you put it back through there. I'll show you in a second. I gotta sew it together right now. This string I will end off on. I will finish, finish off on or whatever. And what I do is, so I have the right side facing out and the wrong side facing in. And if you did it the other way, no one's going to notice. They really don't. They're not going to stare at it. Only you will know. Because most people don't stare at your work, unless they're a crocheter, they might then, but it's really rare. People are pretty decent. I find that most often that people are pretty kind. There are some people that have some issues, but my theory is that they're just unhappy with their own lives and they have to make your life unhappy. It's alright. Don't let them get you down. I try not to let people do that to me. And I've heard some interesting things, let me tell you. I probably should do a video on that, huh? And then you just, after you're done sewing it down, I do it twice with this. I'll do a row here, and then I'll do the ends. I'll sew down the end just by looping it around. And then I take the string and I push it back through. I just find some. Push it back through, stop in the middle, and then like put a little loopy loop thing there, go around a stitch so it doesn't come back out. And then that's it. Now I gotta find my scissors. There you are. Okay. And then you just snip it. Alright. Now for this part you're gonna wanna make sure that you got your sewed end, the one that's pointing in, stays in, because you want it like that. But you need this, one of these. You got to put it on there. You can attach it to the purse first if you want to do it that way too. Okay, but you're going to want this in there. You're going to want this in there. So when you do your through thing, it's in there. So it looks like that. And then you just take it, make sure it's not tangled. You want to make sure that all your stuff is facing the way you want it. And you're going to tuck it through. Tuck it through one side, get your string through. And then you tuck it through the other side. Which might take a little finagling, but you'll get it. And then you just pull it until it looks like that. Now you can adjust, now whoever gets your purse can adjust the length of it. Then you take this end and grab your piece, because you're going to want that. Again, you can have these attached to your purse already. It just depends on you. And you're going to want to make sure you go through there. Again, make sure that your purse strap is not tangled, because you don't want it all tangled up. Otherwise your purse will look funny and you don't want that. And then you just pull your string out here. Make sure you have your string. And then get your needle. Do your thing. However you do it. And sew it on. And you just sew down your stitches in the middle here. I know my big fingers are in the way. And then for this part, then you do it again. I usually do it again, so I sew down the outer stitch line from the stitches that I made. That way it's secure. It's not going to come out. And then you just trim it off. And it'll hold it. Now you want this piece, when you put it on your purse, facing out. So decide where you want it on your purse. I try to make sure it's in the middle of the, see I do a, hang on here a second, got some technical difficulties here. Okay, so you want to make sure, see I have a middle seam here. I try to make sure that it's even on both sides. I try, sometimes they are, sometimes they aren't. And if they aren't, I meant to do that. That's what I tell people. When I mess up, I tell people, I meant to do that. And then you just sew through the whole entire thing, you know, both sides, you know. When I did this, I should have made sure I had the yarn left over. I might have, and then I changed my mind and decided to do something else. Maybe I thought it was, I don't know. I could have been thinking something else. I don't know what I was thinking. And no one's going to see your stitches because you're going to have that covered up with the liner. And And then I just go on the inside here and tuck it in down the line. You know, just aim for some stitches and then do like 4 or 5 and then go back around one of the stitches that you went through and then push on down another 4 or 5 stitches. And you have 2 strings on there, so you can really make sure it's secure onto the purse. Because people are going to be using these. Some might just display them, I don't know. But I'm in hopes that someone is going to use it. But it's okay if they just collect them. I collect other things other than yarn. I collect yarn, I collect beads. But I try to make sure that if I do these things, I have a reason. If you're going to like get rid of your collection, please donate it. Don't throw it away. Donate it to somewhere, you know. Try to donate your things. As long as, you know, if they're in good condition, try to donate them. That way other people can enjoy your things. Just because you don't enjoy them anymore doesn't mean someone else can't enjoy it. Alright, so I've got that side done. Now we have to do the other side without twisting it, so you're going to want to untwist it, because you don't want a twisted, strap. You want it so it's untwisted. So whoever buys it or you give it to, it's up to you if you're going to sell it or give it away. Know that you can sell most of your items unless the person says you can't, but I think that's kind of awful to tell people that, you know, to make stuff and then say, oh, you can't sell it. Well, what they should say is you can't sell the pattern. That's what they should be saying. Please don't sell the pattern. That would be more professional, you know, because people make things and you can make some money off some of this stuff. I hate it when people tell you that you can't. That's terrible. And then you go look at, they do that now, and then you go look at a book from like the 70s or the 60s, and the same pattern's in there. Seriously? And you know that they haven't been born in the 60s or the 70s. It's terrible. I want to start doing this full time. I work on a farm right now. I milk cows for a living. I enjoy it, but it's getting hard. I got a lot of knee problems. Which reminds me, I should make some cows. Alright, now after you get that all attached on there, through the same thing, you know, like you did on the other side. Go in like 5 stitches and then go around one of the stitches that you went through and then do 5 more. And I haven't had any problems with that. So there it is. There's the strap, all looking nice. And you can adjust it now and have it as long or as little as you want. And then all you do with this liner, you see where the stitch line is? You just go through this part, not the whole thing. You don't want people to see your stitches here. You just want to go through the first, because you sew it when you sew it down. Because I sew them down. I always sew sew a lip on them. And what I do is I take the first layer here of material. I try not to go all the way through. Sometimes I do, sometimes I don't. I try not to. And then I find the first row of stitches and try to, when I stitch with the yarn, I stitch through, or thread, I stitch through just like that. Like you were going to go through the first half of the stitch like you're tucking stuff in. And then I come out and then I do it again on the material until I get all the way around. And then I can tuck in the string underneath close to the stitches and you don't notice it, and then clip it off. And it looks great. I did a couple of the other purses that way already. Okay, so that's what I do. If you'd like to see a full tutorial on how to make these purses, let me know. Let me know which one you want to see. I'll certainly do them. That's not a problem. Or any of the animals that I make. If you'd like to see a list of books I got, let me know. I'll do it. Anyways, if you like this kind of content, please hit like. Hit share if you like. Subscribe to my channel. Thank you for watching. Hope to see you soon. Well, not see you, but you know, I'm hoping to do more videos. See you soon. Bye.